Yes, back again with another trading video. Very nice distribution today on the Nasdaq and S&P, where we got that dump of price and we took out those sell side objectives on the failed daily swing lows, which we've been looking to take out for a while now. I managed to capitalize that on a nice trade with a very nice entry. So I'll take you through that trade now. Okay, then so onto the daily chart. As I was saying, we had all of these failure swings here. So we had one swing there, another swing here, another swing there, and another swing here. So we had 4 failure swings that we could target the price today. That was confirmed after we had this daily inversion here, after taking out these highs, these swing highs there. So we failed to work our way up to that all-time high. For me, the clear target was the sell-side liquidity. Because we've got that confirmation in order for the bias was very clear to me. If I drop down now into the 4-hour chart, you can kind of see the overall movement we've had. We've had a lot of gap ups and gap downs. As I said, every time we have come into an imbalance, definitely on the 4-hour chart, we've immediately left it and produced lower prices. So because we had this period of accumulation, we didn't need to come into an imbalance. We could just move down, and that is what happened today. With that in mind, because I couldn't use a 4-hour or above fair value gap, I had to stick to this 1 hour here to frame my entry. And this kind of gives you the perspective. So we obviously had these swing highs here, which I was looking for price to take, but we failed to take them, but we did have this 1 hour imbalance. On the S&P, you can clearly see that we took that high there, whereas we failed to take it on the Nasdaq. So we have that intermediate term high here. So this is now protected high on the S&P. So we're putting that lower high there. That doesn't need to be taken because we've taken this liquidity there and filled this imbalance. So that can stay protected. However, this is your next stage of accumulation and the next stage of the SMR, which we have with that SMT confirmation. So going into the Nasdaq, then you can quite clearly see if I drop into the 15-minute, we failed to take the swing high there. We didn't need to take it just because we had that smart money reversal confirmation. And then what you're doing then is you are dropping into a lower time frame, being the 5-minute, and looking for any other divergence. Straight away we had here the opening where we took out that liquidity and we had relative weakness on the S&P compared to the Nasdaq, where we took out these swing highs there, suggesting to me that price is going to go lower. So this was that initial junior swing to the upside. What I was looking for in particular was a change in the sort of delivery on that 5-minute. So I wanted to see price close beneath this low. And because we displaced with such aggressiveness and we had that displacement, I was very confident that we would see these lower prices. And for me, this is why I took the entry where it did. So if we go into the 1-minute, like I said, we had that SMT divergence. I've had this massive displacement here. The reason you don't need price to come into equilibrium or come back into this range is because we've already given sell side and buy side delivery. So now we've given that sell side. We're now giving this buy side here. And what I used was the NDOG. So the NDOG from the previous day, we had that gap in the market. I wanted to see if price could displace beneath it and show a closure beneath it, and we could use that as an area to enter on as well. And for that, I was using this candle there. This was very important. This was the displacement candle, and I was waiting for that 15-minute closure of the 50-minute candle beneath this NDOG. And what I wanted to do was I wanted to see this candle come into 25% of this previous displacement candle before I were to look for an opportunity to sell. And that is why I got in where I did. I got in when price came back into here. Technically, if I'm being honest, I did actually enter on this fair value gap there. We obviously went into the 25% region, but I had it in the mid portion of the NDOG, so I wanted to make sure to get a fill. So I did enter there, 20 unit step on the stop above here, because like I said, I don't want to see price go past 25% of this candle again and back above this NDOG. So I entered here, there in the mid portion of the range, and then put my stop above there. So if I go back on the daily, you can see the objectives I was targeting here. So obviously had this previous day's low. I also had this swing low there. And we also had this low there, this massive wick, which was actually from NVIDIA's earnings release moment, which I also used as liquidity. So this made it extremely easy for me. So we obviously had large distribution. So what you're looking for is the first fair value gap after obvious liquidity sweep, which we had there. And then I'm looking for, this displacement leg or that 15-minute candle to offer resistance as well as this NDOG. And then I got in off the first FEG, put myself above there to be safe, and then ended up taking partials. So I took my first partial on that low, the data low, took another partial at this low, and then ended up trailing and then got stopped out here on that candle there. So all in all, pretty happy with that. It was a very nice move, as you can see from the executions there. And you can see the RR was pretty ridiculous on that trade for the full position. So like I said, I'm extremely happy with that. And I'm very happy with that trade. I think it was excellent from me. Could have been a little bit better. Could have got filled in here. But because I knew the market was going to distribute heavily I wanted to make sure to get my order today, and that was the main thing. It was identifying these conditions. We had that high impact news, so we knew that price was going to distribute to these sell side targets, which has been shown earlier on in the week. It's been the obvious goal for the market. So that was the main thing today. It was just being able to frame that SMT divergence with the small minute reversal, looking for that change in the state of delivery. We got the reaction very early on. It was obvious to me where price was going, and then we eventually got that full distribution to the monthly objectives that we had previously marked out. Yeah, cheers for listening to that. Very quick video. Very nice execution, very simple, and yeah, pretty happy with that, and can't really go to run with it. My funded account's doing very decent now, so I've just got to keep going and keep up with the progress from there.